Yeah, maybe one day you'll awake, or maybe you're already awoken, but don't run away from the truth. We need the truth. Don't run away from the truth. Yeah. Hang in there. Run the race all the way to the end. Run the race all the way to the end. Spending money not the only thing we need to do. Giving money to the poor is what we need to do. A lot of lies in this world, but we need the truth. I know you run away, but we need the truth. I know you want to run away, but we need the truth. It's like we living in the cage, living in the zoo. Why you want to run away when we need the truth? Why you want to run away when we need the truth? Why you want to run away when we need the truth, huh? Welcome. No. Thank you. I'm your host, Michael Israel, with another edition of Real TV. Thank you for tuning in today. If this is your first time, welcome. You've been sent here by a reason for the Most High, and welcome. And if you're coming back, welcome back. It is now 10:25 Eastern Standard Time, Georgia time, USA. And it was a pretty mild day today. We're looking at high 60s, and it's going to be a little bit more warmer coming this Saturday. We're talking high 70s, low 80s. The rest of the week, we're looking partly cloudy. So, I hope that you all enjoyed the last videos that I posted for you. Yeah, that was a personal project. And, in all honesty, I've always enjoyed music, as you can tell. And I'm an artist also, as you can tell. All the pictures, as far as the paintings are concerned, are portraits that I created. You'll understand everything in the end. You understand everything in the end, why I'm doing things the way that I'm doing. But again, I'm just a messenger, and I try to portray that to the best of my ability with these podcasts that I give to you and through the paintings that I create. But yeah, so if you were wondering what I look like, you have a glimpse if you go and look at the video one time. One time, those are pictures of me and of my family, my dad. I didn't put any pictures of my mother or my brother in there, but those are my baby pictures. That's little Michael, that's me. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed those. But moving right along, today's show is going to be called The Casting Couch. I'm calling it that because, again, there's a lot going on in Hollywood, in the USA today, and it's very important that we talk about what's going on, and I bring you the truth that you need to know. And it's important that we all receive this and we accept this. Again, I'm not looking for numbers. I'm not looking for numbers. When I first started this show, it was something that I created to express for me on a personal level, like a personal diary type of thing, what was going on in my life at the time. And as you go back to the original archives in the beginning, you'll see that, and you'll see the growth of how that personal diary turned from me talking so much about what was on my end, but explaining a lot of the things that was going on in the world, and eventually implementing some scriptures in there and stuff like that. Now, I'm not a preacher, I'm not a bishop, I'm not a pastor, nothing like that. I'm just a regular guy that gives this information to y'all from a real point of view and an honest point of view, where it's raw, it's straight, and that's just how it is. Because a lot of the information that is out is not what it seems to be. It's a lot of fabrication going on. It's a lot of lying, and it's been that way for years. Okay, drink some of this tomato juice. It's actually you can call it a Virgin Bloody Mary V8 tomato juice or whatever. Delicious. I love tomato juice. And like good olives and good kosher pickles. Oh, holla at your boy, right? We all have our likes. It's one of mine. Love it. Okay, so pardon for the smacking, by the way. So trying to see where should we start, because there's just so much information. Okay, let me start saying this. Now, there's a reason why I create the music that I create. Even though I talk about Yahweh all the time, I talk about Yeshua all the time, I'm not calling it some holy music. It's about my real experiences. And when I sing or when I rap, they're all freestyles. Every song that you've ever heard me record has been a freestyle. Like this podcast right now. Right now, I have no idea in the next 5 minutes what I'm going to say next. Everything's coming from the heart. This is my computer working right now. My physical body is my computer that's processing this information from me to you. And I'm giving it to you as real as I can. So when I say that, I was inspired. There's a guy that I listen to, and his name is what's his name? Young Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh. He puts on a lot of good information, about who we are as a people and the science behind it, about our melanin and things like that, right? So yesterday I was browsing online and I saw him post a couple of. He posted like a little mini album, like out the blue. He posted maybe 12 songs or so. I listened to a couple of them, and I mean he has a decent flow. I'm not gonna put it like this. Anybody that can do any type of poetry over a beat, you have a flow. I commend you. All respects to you, because I know how hard it is to paint an empty canvas, to fill a beat with your voice. I know how hard that is. So I commend anyone that can do it, right? So, but my only thing is this. As a person, I'm not judging him anything, but, he gives a lot of information. And then the album is just with a lot of cursing and a lot of street stuff. And, I couldn't really vibe to it. You know what I mean? I couldn't really vibe to it. So me as a person, I was inspired to create something that night. So yesterday I made a couple of songs, and today I made some just off the top, first take, and it's clean from the start to the end. And I say that because we are, put it like this, who we are is a reflection of who we follow. Who we are is a reflection of who we follow. I'm following the Most High. My heart is set on Yahweh. My heart is set on Yah. In English terms, old-fashioned terms, my heart is set on God. My heart is set on God. You know what I mean? That's, when I was younger, I had different mindset, different ways, but now that I'm older, I'm trying to change who I was. So I don't curse in my rap. I try to keep it honest and keep it real. So I wanted to create something that reflect who I'm following. You understand? Now I'm not dissing YP. I'm not dissing Pharaoh. I'm not saying that he's following Satan or anything like that, but I'm saying that I just couldn't vibe to that because I'm on a different path. You know what I mean? I respect what he's doing, but I'm not judging. I'll leave it at that. So again, who we are is a reflection of who we follow. And you know what I mean? We all have our dirt. We all have our dirt. I'm just happy that the Most High cleaned me up. And I'm sure a lot of you are in transition, and every day is a transition. It's not like it's over. Every day is a battle. At any given moment, we could slip up. Any given moment, and we have different battles throughout the day where we do slip up. And when we do slip up, we gotta bounce back. It's just like that. We just gotta keep fighting. It's like an ant bed. You kick over an ant bed, ants immediately gonna try to mend the situation as fast as they can. That's how we gotta do it when we bounce back. As soon as we fall, ant bed, ant bed, clear it up. Get things back in order. So with that being said, the show is called Casting Couch. If you are in a situation where you have made some type of parlay or you're in a situation where you have to get your hands dirty to do certain things that have certain privileges, then you're currently on the casting couch. And the thing is about a couch is that you can easily get off of it. So never think that you're so deep into a situation that you can't get out, or that your sins are so dirty that they can't be cleaned up. The Most High can do anything. The Most High can do anything. But all you have to do is what? Open the door. It says knock, right? And the door should be open. If you're not knocking, it's not going to be open. The greatest miracle that the Most High can do today. Just check this out. Listen to me good now. Hold up. Let me add some volume to this, okay? The greatest miracle that the Most High, the greatest miracle that the Most High can do today is take an unholy man out of an unholy world and make him holy. Then put him back into the holy world and keep him holy in it. Did you understand me? The greatest miracle that Yah can do today is to take a holy man or woman out of an unholy world, make him holy, then put them back into the unholy world and keep him holy in it. Keep him or her holy in it. So you can get off that casket couch. That's the greatest miracle. Because the greatest miracle is just that. Humans, we people are hard-headed. Got a hard head and a soft behind. Baby bottom soft. I'm talking about dolphin skin, marshmallow fluff, dang on dryer sheet soft, damp rose petal soft from a morning's dew. Talk to me. We have a hard head and a soft behind. We get hair on our face. We pay a couple of bills, and we have a mindset, oh, you can't tell me what to do. I'm grown. Oh, hey, nah, bruh. Blase. Unless we become children, we may not enter the kingdom of heaven. Meaning, in so many different examples, but I'll just say one, is that a child will respond to his mother or father and do what they say. Go sit down. They'll go sit down. They may have some issue, but they're going to sit down. They're going to, you know what I mean? This is called the casting couch. This is called casting couch. So I'm saying that your situation can be fixed. If you're heading to a situation that you know is on a strange type of setup, this is your warning. This is a warning to you that you're going the wrong way. We can't live wrong and pray right. It's like everybody is living wrong, but we say the right prayers, though. All our prayers be on point. But our lifestyle is so backwards, right? Is it just me? Somebody let me put in the inbox, or you could type to my email, or you could put down in the comment box. Is it just me? Are we? All right. Maybe I'm going too far on the far. Am I going too far on this? And another thing that we got to keep in consideration is that is that this, right? Are the things you are living for worth Christ dying for? Did you hear me on that? Are the things you living for worth Christ dying for? Like, what's your goals? What are your morals? What's your goals and what are your morals? I know we can get caught up in the facade of this whole quote-unquote Christmas holiday. And for those that are celebrating Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa, by the way, was a man-made holiday, of course, by this African leader. Kwanzaa is not the real deal, by the way, for some of you who think that it is and you're celebrating that. We can get caught up in the facade with all these holidays and stuff like that. But I want to say this right now in this part of the show to my young people. To my young people who are just getting out of high school and who are considering starting college in spring. Because I don't want to forget about y'all. I know some seniors graduated this year. And I know some are probably going to start school somewhere in the U.S. at an Ivy League school, and they're probably going to pledge with a sorority or fraternity, and they don't know what they're getting into. And all of it will eventually put your soul on the line some way. There's going to be some things that you got to do, some hazes that you got to go through to keep some of the greatest secrets and rituals under wraps. Because once you in, there is no getting out. There's no getting out of a sorority or fraternity. I want to say within means, maybe like in the very beginning you can get out, but I don't think you can get out when you get in. I mean, you're getting people that are getting branded on their arms and stomachs and stuff like that. And I know there's all type of fraternities. There's Asian fraternities, Mexican fraternities and sororities, Puerto Rican fraternities and sororities, all different cultures, black and white. And a lot of it is focused on black and white. But what's odd is that, I mean, like, when you think about it, how come, like, the white sororities or my Caucasians that are in sororities, how come they don't step in, have all that bass music and stuff like how black people do? Like, what's up with that? Like, why is that? Isn't it kind of weird? Like, when you think about it, like, they know how to will you in. Satan knows what he's doing. Like, to get black people to be a part of something that is demonic, because all these sororities and fraternities are demonic. They're just an umbrella under Satan. Under the Masons and Order of the Eastern Stars and under the Trilateral Commission, all this other stuff, under Illuminati, it's all under Satan. Different umbrellas, right? But the crazy thing is why are they dancing and stepping in the black steps and these fraternities and sororities, but like a lot of groups, they ain't doing it like that? It's because they know how to will us in. They know we love music. They know we love to dance. Don't get caught up in the jackets, my high school seniors who just graduated. Don't get caught up in that. Think twice. Think twice. If you're listening to this right now, it's the reason that you're here. You're either part of the 1/3, and the Most High is trying to touch your heart to get this, or you're part of the 2/3, who's not a part of the 1/3, and you just listening, and you're going to drop like a fly anyway. I'm not here to save nobody. That's not my job. I'm here as an instrument to get you the message from the Most High. In essence. So, yeah. Again, my thing is this. If you join one of these secret groups, whatever secret group it is, you will be on a casting couch. And if you don't know what a casting couch is, you need to figure it out. And since we are here to learn something, I'll help you. I'll help you. I'll give you a little. I'll give you a little. I'll give you a little. What's the word, man? I can't even. I'm gonna tell you what this casting couch thing is all about. Okay. It's basically sexual politics. It's sexual politics. It's a Hollywood cliche where you trade sex for something in exchange for something that you want, whether it's money, whether it's a certain position, whether either way, it's sex for a trade. Okay, you want A, B, C, or D? Give me sex. You're gonna have to go through. You're gonna have to do certain things. All right, you're gonna be put in certain situations. And I'm gonna give y'all some examples of a lot of people who've been on the casting couch. Yeah. We're gonna name some names. We're gonna name some names. All right. And like I've been telling y'all, I have this show coming up in Hollywood, an art show, and it's supposed to be pretty big. I'm not a part of this stuff. I'm not with that. See, you gotta be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. My goal is to tell the world the truth. If I'm put on a pedestal where fame comes to rise, I'm gonna try to be the new Pac. Meaning, I ain't trying to say I'm trying to get shot like him and stuff like that. But I understand that my life will be on the line when I say this truth on a public scale. But what I mean is that I'm going to have that confidence like Pac. I'm going to tell the truth like Pac. I'm going to stand up for the people because I love people and I know the truth. I don't know a lot of people are asleep. See, the thing about being asleep, once you're awake, see, I'm awake and I'm trying to help you awake. It's like I'm tapping you on the shoulder, like pushing your shoulder. Hey. Like, kind of like tapping you on your face a little bit, sprinkling water on your face. Hey, wake up. It's like you dozing in and out of sleep. It's like you get it, but you don't get it. But you know the truth, and you know it's like you're in the middle. See, the thing about when you sleep and you wake up, you're up. You ever been on a road trip and you slept the whole 3 hours and it was a 4-hour trip, but you knew that you was almost to your destination, so you was up on that last hour? So since you had a good sleep, like you was knocked out, slobber and everything. You done ate some fast food, your cup all under your shoe, and your head all on the window and everything. You wake up, you up, because you know that the destination is about to arrive. You've slept. Like, you're good. It's like, let's go, I'm up. Like, I'm up now. There's no phrase, I'm up, I'm trying to stay awoke. I'm up. I'm not going back to sleep. I'm up. You feel me? Sleep not. Sleep not. But check though. Dang, I done lost my thought on what I was about to say. Goodness. Where was I going with that? I know we was talking about the casting couch, I think, before that. Yeah, just don't do it. Don't do it. There's going to be certain things you're going to have to give up. You're going to have to give up your dignity. You're going to have to give up your belief system. You're going to have weird sex. You're going to be blackmailed. Don't do it. Don't do it. Think twice. But my thing is, okay, that's where I was going. See, yeah, again, with this Hollywood thing. If I'm on this pedestal, I'm going to tell y'all and I'm going to tell the world what's up. I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to name names. I'm calling it what it is. Just how I'm giving it to y'all right now here. They don't want to interview me. They don't want to interview me if they don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. Because, you know what I mean? I'm going to be one of them celebrities that's going to talk. I'm going to push that yay button real quick. real quick. All right, so I want to keep it real because this is real TV. And when we get back, we're going to talk about Will Smith. We're going to talk about Martin Luther King. We're going to talk about Hugh Hefner a little bit. And about how their casting couch experience was, to say the least. I want to make this a short show, so I'm going to try my best to do that. And, again, I'm glad that y'all tuning in with me today because I got a very special song for you today. It's called Organic. And it's a freestyle off top. And it has to do a lot with this conversation. It's all about being honest with yourself, being real. And when you want that honesty, that truth, you're going to want it in all things. I got a lot to say. This is called Organic. Check it out. Yeah. Hold up. I don't like no GMOs. I don't like no non-organic chicken, and I don't eat no shrimp, and I don't eat no crab. Hold up. I don't eat no catfish. I don't eat no oysters, bruh. Go ahead and carry that on. I'm organic, bruh. I don't like... Hold up. I don't think you hearing me. I like good juice. I like good food. I know this sound bizarre, but I'ma keep it real with you. Hold up. Would you as a person, like, take a Coca-Cola and pour it in a flower plant like Coca-Cola? So if a plant could drink Coca-Cola and die, what if we keep on drinking Coca-Cola and die? So, like, I ain't saying I don't like no Coke. I don't do no dope, but I'm saying though, if I drink that H2O, keep drinking that good H2O, and if I'm a plant, that plant's a plant, then that's some good H2O. So I don't want no organic stuff. Hold on. I don't like no GMOs. I'm all organic, bruh. I don't like no GMOs. I'm all organic, bruh. I don't like no GMOs. I'm all about organic, bruh. While we in the stove and they putting beef in, while we in the stove, man, and they putting pork and gummy bears. While we in the stove and they putting pork and leather, man. Hold up, while we in the stove, bruh, they putting pork and basketball. Hold up, while we in the stove, bruh, they putting food. I don't think y'all hear me though. Hold up. Bruh, I don't like no cow's milk, but I ain't lying, I love ice cream. I don't like that cow's milk. In my fridge is almond milk, cashew, macadamia, the good stuff. I like the good stuff. I drink juice out of wine glass. You heard me, bruh? I drink my juice out of wine glasses. On a random day, I throw on a bow tie, and I ain't even no Muslim, bruh. Squash that. I'm straight Jew, bruh. You gotta know that. You my bro, you my sis. You gotta know that. If you a Joe, hold up. If you a Jew, then you are my bro. And if you are a Jew, then you are my sis. So I don't like no organic stuff. I'm all organic, bruh. I don't like no GMOs. I'm all organic, bruh. I don't like no GMOs. I'm all organic, bruh. I don't like GMOs. I don't like no fake food. Straight up. And I don't like no fake people. Straight up. And I don't like no rude people. Hold up. Straight up. I'ma keep it real with you. I'ma keep it straight up. I'ma keep it real. I'ma keep it real. Yeah, I'ma keep it real. I don't like no GMOs. I'm organic, bruh. I don't like no GMOs. I'm organic, bruh. Yeah. I was gonna stop the beat, but it's good that I keep on going. And it's good that I keep on flowing, because the freestyle keep on going. The freestyle keep on going. The beat just keep on going. So I'm like, I'm gonna keep on flowing. Yeah. 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 We living in an age where robots, RoboCops, forget all that. I like real people. I like real food. I like real conversation, not prudes. Why we always on the phone though? Why we can't put the phone down and have a real conversation though? I mean, everywhere I go, you go into a business, we on the phone. We walking on the streets, we on the phone. We on the bus, we on the phone. What happened to the non-GMOs? I'm organic, bruh. I don't like GMOs. I'm organic, bruh. I don't like GMOs. I'm organic. I'm organic. I'm organic. Hey. And we're back. Michael Israel here. That was called Organic. Another one. So the show is called Casting Couch. And I'm trying to give you a warning that it is not what you want. A lot of these celebrities, if not 98.2%, 98.9, 99.4% of them are affiliates. They've gotten their hands dirty. They've done their either blood ritual, a homosexual ritual, where it's some type of same sex and it's actually recorded, where they've taken their blood oath on video, and it's a reason why they put it on video. It's gonna come to a point where they're actually gonna start leaking these tapes. I know you don't listen. I know you think this sounds crazy, but this is the truth. They're gonna start leaking these tapes of all the of all the celebrities who've done blood rituals, who said that on the record that they'll kill their mother, that just go ahead and kill their father or their cousin, their boyfriend, whoever. They have it on tape, and they're gonna start releasing them, and people are gonna be appalled, and Satan is just gonna be right there laughing, because we can't put our hearts into these celebrities. It's called idol worship. Don't do that. Don't do that. You will be severely let down. Okay? Now, when it comes to Will Smith was on that casting couch. See, because when you get deep into Hollywood like that, when you have a show of your own like Fresh Prince, you can't just get that for nothing. Will Smith had sex with the, I want to say it was the producer of Fresh Prince. I can't think of the guy's name, but it's a guy. And basically, that producer went into Will Smith's butt. They had same sex, okay? They did favors. Will Smith had to do some favors, sexual favors, for that producer in order to get that role. Will Smith is gay. Will Smith is gay, and Jada Pinkett is gay. Their marriage is just a smokescreen. Their marriage is a smokescreen. I know they have children, but it's not what you think it is. All the rumors that you heard about them swinging and all that stuff, their marriage is like Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman off of Eyes Wide Shut. It's like they're together in the public's eye. They may even sleep in the same bed, but the type of relationship they have is not what we think it is. In fact, to be honest with you, I seriously think, I got to do some more transvestigation on this, but I seriously think they switched Jaden and Willow. I think they switched their sexes when they were prepubescent, like when they were little babies. So what I'm saying is that I think that Jaden is actually a girl and Willow is actually a boy. Willow, oh my gosh. If you go back and you look at any of the archives of the interviews that Will Smith and Jaden has been on, I mean, he does a public humiliation ritual to his son, trying to kiss him on stage, kissing him in the lips, French kissing him, and Jaden just can't put up with it. He had an emotional breakdown several times where he's crying on live social media, and how he's talking about he wants to, become a girl, become a woman. I mean, this is the games they play, man. This is the games they play. There's a transgender who died for spilling the beans. It was he went by the name of, was it Alexis Arquette or Arquette, something like, not croquettes, not croquettes. It was like Alexis or something like that. But he went on the record and said that Will Smith was gay, and basically that his first wife walked out on him when she found out he was with another man. And I had to, I mean, when you dig this research, you'll see. But I mean, this is the truth. Will Smith was on that casting couch and he fell for the golden apple. He fell for putting his soul on the line, putting his dignity for who he was as a regular man, a regular person, to give the public a smokescreen, to show that his family is just that. It's called all right. Martin Luther King Day is coming up soon. I know we in December, but we're just a few weeks shy from MLK Day. Now, this may be new to you, but I gotta keep it real. I gotta keep it 100. And again, I'm gonna try to make this a short show. I'll try to make it as short as I can. We're a little over 30 minutes right now. So, let me try to wrap this up. But Martin Luther King was gay. He was gay. And I know that you may think it doesn't have anything to do with anything, but for him to have a position as a preacher and to have a wife and children and things like this, it means a lot. And at the brink of his death, he realized that that desegregation was all a ploy. It was all a ploy, plan of the elite. See, the thing about segregation was that if we had our own, we would eventually come up in the world. Meaning, if we had our own banks, our own, we as melanated people, okay? If we had our own banks, our own hospitals, our own schools, our own farms, our own everything, which we were leading to that point from Black Wall Street out in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And then there was another one before that. But we were to that point where we were becoming very successful, and they didn't like that. So what did they do? They burned it down. They burned it down. Why? Because in this satanic world and in this evil world, you can't have a kingdom in another man's kingdom. This kingdom is of Esau right now. We are the lineage of Jacob as Jews. We are Hebrews. We're the lineage of Jacob. Okay, and Abraham. Okay? So, in this evil world, we can't build another kingdom in another man's kingdom. Martin Luther King was part of the Boule. Yes, he was a pledge. He pledged with the I want to say he was an alpha. Whatever. He was an alpha. He pledged in a fraternity. He's a fraternity boy. He was having a lot of gay sex overseas. And his wife begged the boule not to release this information because she knew that it would destroy the black community. When Martin Luther King started to come to reality that what he was doing was wrong, of course, living with the guilt that the type of sex that he was having overseas, and being married and all that stuff. But as he got to the end of his life, he realized that he was being set up to cause an agenda when he was on that casting couch. When he was on that casting couch, they gave him a golden apple. They say you can have anything you want. So, yeah, we know you married or whatever, but, we'll just tell your wife that, you're going overseas to give a speech or whatever, and, you over here. Maybe we'll set up where you could do a speech and, wherever you want. If you like little girls, boys, or men, women, transgender, whatever, we'll set that up for you. Whatever type of sex you want. You already got money. Everybody know you good. So, hey, you're a frat boy. We got you. You're an alpha. Hey, this is the brotherhood. Well, anyways, it goes like that on the casting couch. And they blackmail you to do their bidding. It's nothing but a chess game. It's nothing but a chess game. So when he came to the end of his life, he knew that what he was doing to so-called help the people was hurting the people. Because again, if we had our own as a black people, right? We wouldn't be in the situation where we are now. Our 40 acres and a mule, we would get over that because we would have so much. And the thing about it is that why hasn't Black Wall Street happened again? You know why? Because they made it a vow to never let the black community come up ever again. Period. There's Oprah, who's a billionaire. There's goodness, I can't even name any other black billionaires off the top, but there's other multi-millionaires who can all put their money together to build a Black Wall Street if they wanted to. That's if they wanted to. So Will Smith was on the casting couch, MLK was on the casting couch, and a lot of them were going to Atlanta back in the day with their little sorority and fraternity clubs in Atlanta called Freaknik. Now, this is just as far as the HBCU fraternities and sororities. They was getting it in. They was dancing and stepping and all that. But it was a smoke screen for the smoke screen, meaning that they was having orgies and sex and stuff like that after these street parties that they had. Because it was just all a big orgy. That's all it was. But while they was doing that, they made it seem like stepping and just dancing was what it was all about. That's the first smoke screen. And then the second smoke screen is that the elite or the higher umbrella was a part of it too, meaning that you got these younger groups that's doing these stepping and stuff like this all in the street, playing loud music, dressing like hoochies and gangsters or whatever it was. But you got the judges and the mayor and, you know what I mean, a lot of high influential people flying to Atlanta also to have their rituals in Underground City. See, now they toned it down a bit. They toned it down a bit to say, hey, this whole Freaknik title, we're going to get rid of that. So what we're going to do, we're going to set up in areas like Buckhead. We're going to set up in areas like Marietta, Georgia, and Decatur, Georgia, and places like that. And we're going to have a little orgy fest in the mansions. So meet up, as a brotherhood, after you made it through your hazing. I know you had to pass the egg from this brother to that brother, and you was the last one to swallow the egg, And I know you, lady, I know that, they had to take the toys and, do certain things. And, and blase. So you made it through. You passed the walking of the coals. You're a part of us now. So because of all your hard work and all your fundraisers, selling all your chicken dinners and your fish dinners and doing all your car washes, you got enough money. You paid your dues to have this orgy sex. now, because that's what it all is. Now, don't get it twisted now. Don't get it twisted. The other sorority and fraternity groups, all these other secret groups, they do the same thing. But they do it behind closed doors. They're all representing a false god. They go on the casting couch to represent a god. A god. These different demigods. These Greek gods. How you going to be a Jew and you worshiping Greek? How you going to be, you understand? You worshiping Greek? I mean, come on, man. They all paying homage to Satan, basically. Or the other name, the Greek name. There's so many names. I mean, you got so many names. Satan, the dragon, that serpent, Lucifer, thing on Apollo, Apollyon, to Bacchus. But according to the Ivy League, the Greek god Bacchus, his plant was the ivy. That's where you get the word Ivy League. Ivy League, because they giving homage to Bacchus. That's where all the drinking come from. Because Bacchus, as a Greek god, his thing was being drunk. Bacchus, paying homage to the Greek god Bacchus, says that you need to get drunk and have orgies. That's what Bacchus was all about. Drinking it up and having orgies. Drugs and sex. That's what he was about. That's what he was about. And that's what these groups are about. When you go on this casting couch, that's going to be your one of your golden apples is anything that you want. But in order to have that, you have to also do rituals consistently. Throw these little fundraisers and things. But anyway, I don't want to get too deep on that. What time is it? Oh, goodness. We're going into an hour. Okay. So, I know a lot of y'all was wondering about Hugh Hefner. I cut it short on 20 questions because I was actually pressed for time that day. And I'm still pressed for time now. I got a lot of things I got to do. It's almost like 24 hours is not enough in a day. Like, when you think about it, right? We got 24 hours. I'm going to talk about Hugh Hefner in just one moment. But I want to talk about this real quick, right? It seems like there's not enough time in the day. You got 24 hours in a day. And technically, according to, the health world and scientists, we need to get an average of 8 hours of sleep. For a good night's sleep. So you got 8 hours of good night's sleep, and then you work 8 hours on a job. That leaves you with 8 hours of free time. That's your 24 hours there. But it's like we get 2 or 3 hours of sleep. We work 8 to maybe 10 hours on our job, and then our free time is divvied up into. You know what I mean? It's just like it's not enough time. That's why I cannot wait to get to heaven, man. I mean, I'm not going to press it because I know I got work to do here. But at the same time, I'm ready to go at the same time. You know what I mean? I'm ready to go at any time. The Most High is ready to call me home. I'm always to the point where I'm in a slingshot. And that string is being pulled back. It's like I'm all the way in a slingshot. And the sling is pulled back so far. If the Most High call me home, He calls me home, and then at that moment, boom, I release like that sling. You know what I mean? I understand that I got work here to do, so I'm not shunning that. You know what I mean? I love the fact that I'm in a position where I can do this now. So, I all glory to Yahweh, all glory. But yeah, so that's that. But I know a lot of y'all had questions about Hugh Hefner. Like, was his death a setup, and, or did he just die of old age and stuff like that? Well, the thing with Hugh Hefner was over the MK Ultra mind control. MK Ultra, in essence, has to do with the monarch butterflies. So, the monarch butterfly is a butterfly that passes information down to the next generation. Example, a monarch butterfly can fly from a rose to a carnation that is 20 miles away, right? They could fly from that rose into that carnation to pollinate or whatever. Now, let's say that butterfly has babies, and the mother and daddy butterfly dies. That baby butterfly, those baby butterflies, will have the information already within their DNA to fly from that same exact rose to that same carnation that's 20 miles away. It's amazing. So that's where the name MK Ultra comes from. In essence, what I'm saying is that Hugh Hef controlled all the models. He programmed the models. They put these children under heinous acts. I mean, frightening them, torturing them. I'm not even going to get into the things that they've been doing to them. But they've been torturing these kids. They got to do it at a young age, and it has to start before the age of 5, so the mind can be broken into pieces like glass. Because once a child is under heavy trauma, their mind splits into different fragments, so they can dissociate themselves from their original self to have multiple personalities and personality disorders. So at a drop of a dime, there could be a secret word. There's colors that can get them into certain moods. Colors, words, music, atmosphere, smell. They program them to an extent so they can be controlled to have sex. They call them beta sex kittens. And it's all, man, see, this is what happens when you go on the casting couch. This is what happens. A lot of parents are giving up their children for money, for fame, for that casting couch. And a lot of adults who are really children in the mind, they're not using their adult mind, but they have adult bodies, and they're using a childlike mind to go and do things that they shouldn't do, giving themselves up all to be on the casting couch in exchange for other things. Exchanging themselves for other things, and they get caught up into being programmed under MK Ultra with electroshock and things like that. This is the truth. I know if you haven't heard it before, I mean, hey, I'm not looking for numbers. This is for the 1/3. Only a small remnant would get this. Only a small remnant will get this, understand this, and know that this is real. This is not a game. We are living in the age of Aquarius. Aquarius has a lot to do with learning, information. That's why a lot of this truth is coming out, because this is the age of information right now. Truth is everywhere. You can type up rituals and literally find them online now. You can literally type up the secret clubs, their handbooks and stuff for any fraternity or sorority or group, and actually find out what they do. Never in the history of time have we had it on our fingertips. Like, you can look it up right now. This is the age of information. So this is the truth. Before this world ends, before the war starts, before America falls, the Most High wants all the 1/3 to know the truth. And once we all know the truth, and once we all come together, once he gathers all the 1/3 together, and then he's going to put us in a safe place, and then that's when everything's going to pop off. That's when everything's going to pop off. So if you're not part of the righteous for the Most High, my heart goes out to you. My heart goes out to you, and it's very sad that a lot of people are caught up in their own minds and their beliefs and the lies that they've been told that they just don't want to shake off. But anyways, Hugh Hefner was an MK Ultra programmer. Satan just let him live a long life because he did so much in this life to lead so many astray. And with the whole porn thing, Satan just let him live a long time. You know what I mean? He sold his soul a long time ago, and no, it wasn't set up. He wasn't set up, but Hugh Hefner was a elite pedophile. He was an elite pedophile. Man, he had pictures of like 11 and 12-year-old girls in Penthouse magazine and Playboy magazine back in the day, like when he first started out. But and the type of sex that he was having with them playmates, man. You go in and find out how what was what, man. Them girls was talking about, they was saying some stuff, man. Talking about how he couldn't, I mean, he got to a point where he couldn't get up after, I mean, being around so many beautiful women. He had to watch gay porn, and he had to take Viagra pills, chew them up, put it in his grits and oatmeal, and just to have sex. Just to have sex with these women. He got to a point where his mind was so gone that he was just gone, man. He was gone. Those women were just a smokescreen. They got paid like $500 a week. And you look at the Playboy mansion, right? It's a mansion with a gated community, nice cars and everything. That gate was a smokescreen. It wasn't to keep people from the outside coming in. It was to keep them girls from going out. They had a curfew. They had like a 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock curfew. They couldn't have any male friends over to the house. They couldn't invite nobody in. They got like $500 a week. He picked out their clothes. They all had to get high and drink before having sex with them. And I mean, but I don't want to get too far into that stuff. I don't want to get too far into that. It's too long. You can find all that other stuff on your own. Man, they had an altar. Man, Hugh Hefner had altars set up. You know, people on altars, women being caged and tortured, and Hollywood execs filming them. Man, they film everything. This guy was into film. They did some of the most evil acts on some of the most innocent and some of the most people who just gave themselves up. It was just crazy, man. It was crazy. But they also said something along the lines of that Hugh Hefner could have tried to commit suicide, supposedly. And with the death scene, they tried to resemble him having like a natural death. So, but whether that gets to the public eye or not, we'll probably never know until, who knows, you know what I mean? It's just like the JFK thing. They they're not going to say what really happened with JFK and all that, right? But yeah, man, it's crazy. The casting couch is something else. So you just got to be mindful of what you're doing. Like I always tell you, put the Most High first, keep the Most High first. There'll be a time we don't have to worry about this stuff, where everything's going to be cool. Everything's going to be cool. And the ultimate goal is to get to heaven. That's the ultimate goal, is to do better each day, the best of our ability. If we knew how good it was going to be, I'm telling you, man. Man, listen. Think of, ask yourself. Excuse me. Hold on. One sec. Excuse me, I didn't want to cough in your ear. That pepper in that dang on Virgin Bloody Mary is like, you know, that cracked pepper. Woo. All right. So what was I saying? Let's see. Hugh Hefner. Dang it. That pepper dang on stopped me from okay, Hugh Hefner dying, I think. Okay. Suicide, right? So they say that it was a possible suicide with him or whatever. But like I said, we may never know what's what. These guys are predators. But just let the truth be revealed. You know what I mean? All these elite predators are being exposed, from sexual misconduct to pedophilia, everything, all that. Everything's coming to light. Everything is coming to light. But, oh, yeah, that's what I was saying. But yeah, there'll be a time we don't have to worry about all this stuff, and everything's going to be good. The ultimate goal is getting to heaven, And if we knew how good it was, we want to go there. Ask yourself, self, what do I like? What are some of the things I like? Like, if you could have anything in this world that you want, what would it be? What would it be? All right. Now that you have that in your mind, imagine if you could have those things, but times a billion and more. Heaven is like that. The Most High wants to give his children the desires of their heart. And it'll be a place where we're in a world where it's not evil, where there's diamonds and crystals and it smells good. We got the best just think of it. We got the best entertainment in the world. There's movies, there's sports, there's very nice restaurants. You like going to, when you go out to eat, do you like going to a nice restaurant that looks very nice? They give you great service. When you go to a hotel, do you want to go to an immaculate hotel or do you want to go to a motel with needles under the sink? You want to go to an elegant hotel, something that looks very, very nice, something exquisite, where they have butlers and maids. They have people that's polishing your shoes, opening up the door for you. You got to understand that the angels are so ready for us to get to heaven that they're going to be standing at attention. They're going to be saluting us when we come in, because we have been living by faith, and they're right there at with the Most High. You understand? They're going to be serving us. They're going to be serving us everything and anything that we want. We're going to have a crown. There will be no more death. If you love life right now, if you love living it, you love music, you love going out, you love hitting a nightclub, it's going to be way better than what you can think. There's people that can't walk anymore. There's people who've never walked in their life. There's people in this world who were born blind. There's people in this world who can't hear music. There's people in this world who don't have any taste buds. There's people in this world who don't have arms, who don't have legs. There's people like Stephen Hawking, whose health is so deteriorated, he has to talk through a robotic instrument. There's people in this world who have lost their mother, their father, their family. There's women in this world who always wanted to have children and they cannot have children. There's men in this world who were castrated when they were a child. What I'm saying is that if you're a man and you love women and you want children, you're going to have so many children that you can't even think of. If you're a woman and you had problems with pregnancy, and all you ever wanted was your own child, but you had to adopt a child or foster a child, you will be able to have so many children that your eyes can see and that you can touch and feel and nurture that you won't even know what to do with. If you were born blind, you will be able to see so many diamonds and crystals and colors that you've never seen in this world that you won't be able to explain in that world with no words at all. If you had no legs, you will be able to walk from dang on, if you wanted to go to Europe, you'll be able to walk around in Europe for 1,000 years. If you want to go to Asia, you'll be able to live in Asia and walk around for 1,000,000 years. Because in heaven there is no time. If you want to go to Africa, you can live in Zimbabwe for a week. You can walk and fly to dang on Hawaii. There's no time. You can live at countries and cities for 1,000,000 years at a time. You know what I mean? If you always wanted to be a pilot, instead of getting a plane, you'll have a spaceship. You know what I mean? If you wanted to put bass in your car and you had a bike all your life, you'll be able to have a speaker system that's so bad that, it'll shake the sapphire on the heaven's floor. If you always wanted gold, you're going to be surrounded by so many gold floors. If you had allergies with water, where like you can't like wash with water or drink water, and you have to have some type of medicated water or something, or if you've been living in Flint and your water is brown, or somebody in your family died of that Flint brown water, you're going to have water so crystal clear and pristine that you're not even going to be able to understand. If you have lost your hair because you had cancer, or your hair just never grew because of that's just how it was. Your hair is gonna be so long, so natural, so flowing. If I mean, I can't even explain the thing. These it says eyes have not heard. You understand? Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard the things that are in store for those who love the Most High. What does the scripture say? What is the first thing, that the greatest commandment? It says, love the Most High with all thy heart, with all thy soul, with all thy mind, with all thy spirit. We have to do it now, because once we get there, it's going to be so perfect that we're going to give him praise all our life. It's not going to be like some old 501c3 choir with some robes sitting in the congregation clap. It's not like that. They try to portray heaven, us sitting on the cloud, somebody flinging a harp. It's not like that. It's not like that. Just think of it this way. This world, this earth that we live in was the second heaven. So your hands, your body, when you see the grass, when you see the buildings, this was a form of heaven. But now, since there's sin here, it's not like that no more. We got to die. Nobody wants to die. Everybody that's living loves to live, because this is like a heaven. We can eat food. We can talk to people. We can sing. We can go to the beach. We can go to the movies. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all hear me, though. Pass up the casting couch. And before we get ready, it's always time to get ready for a song to get you in the mood. I'm going to go ahead and tone it down. I'm over an hour. And this is Slow Dance, Real TV. I just want to talk to you for a little bit. I got to talk to you for a little bit. I see you in your all red dress, looking like a wine punch. My gosh, would love to take you out to lunch. Bow tie, black shoes, me and you. And you know I gotta wear a tux. You deserve the finer things in life. Diamond rings and anything you need. Diamond rings and everything you need. And I love to, listen, I don't want to talk about your beauty. I just want to talk about the way that you are as a human being. Cause the way you make me feel, babe, I can't explain, so I had to get a track. I had to call my homeboy up to make a track, just to tell you how I feel on this track. And I'm hoping that you know, hope you understand, that I wanna have this dance with you tonight, baby. So let's slow dance tonight, baby. Yeah. And I love the way your smile is, and I love the way our time is, when we spending quality time together, and we holding hands in the city, and I remember our first trip to New York, and I tripped up on that part, but I'm glad you got my heart. I'm glad that I met you. I know I can't sing, but I need to let you know that so glad to have this dance with you. To have this dance with you is so special. Let's slow dance. Let's slow dance. I know I can't sing, babe, but I hope you like the melody. I hope you like the melody. If I hit the studio, I'ma make you one. I'll make you a whole album. If I had the money and the time to do it on one take. We can go somewhere on spring break, maybe Cancun, have the money, hit the moon. If I had the moon, I'd probably give you cheese. And if I had the hair store, I'd give you weave. And if I was a drug man, I'd give you weed. But I ain't that, and I don't smoke. And you know that I'm being real, cause I ain't joking. I ain't joking, baby, I ain't joking. I'm just glad to have the soul dance. I'm just glad to have the soul dance. I'm just glad to have the soul dance. And I'm glad to be your man. Yeah. Looking in your pretty eyes. Jamie Foxx, where you at? Jamie Foxx just sang the hook.